a lot of questions that came through are about, potential for prospects to make the team. Like, I'm sure that the salary cap is going to have big implications on that. But do you see anyone besides Khusnutdinov, Ohgren, and Heidt that are going to be making pushes for spots in the roster?
I mean, Scott, a lot of it has to do with obviously injuries, right? I mean, if they do have some guys that you lose in camp, I think guys like Reese Johnson has a chance. If you need a defenseman, Damon Hunt is close. That's the one thing that I do like about their offseason is they signed a lot of like really quality minor league players that are going to be down in Iowa that you could call up in roster spots. And, if you need them. So like a Johnson is somebody that's been a lot in the NHL, a Devin Shore, people like that. So there are those type of players. I'd love to see Michael Milne at some point get a chance this year. Hunter Height's going to obviously play in the minors. He's probably not going to make the team right away, but it's going to be interesting because if they want to keep, if Riley Heidt proves that he deserves to be here again, cap space is not infinite. And so, again, maybe you keep him the first couple games, you send Wallstedt down. Now you could afford him, but then if you call Wallstedt up, you can't even afford Height. So it's going to be interesting. So, as John Hines is pretty, I think transparent about in Joe's piece today, they're not insulting anybody's intelligence here, and that's always like, I've covered the league 30 years. You always hear these teams like, oh, it's wide open. Anybody can come to camp. No, it's not. I mean, contracts rule the roost. And so, I feel bad for some of these prospects and minor leaguers that are coming to camp this year because they look at the numbers and they know that there's just no spots available. So I think Ohgren and Khusnutdinov deserve to be here, but they still got to make the team. And I hope they do.